ShartimusPrime, ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Hey, what's up you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another DC Multiverse action figure review on the McFarlaneToys DC Multiverse Lex Luthor in his power suit. Trying to get your DC Multiverse figures, you can do so at
Big. Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
While you're down there, I ask you to please hit that like button, and if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thanks to McFarlaneToys for making this review possible and sending out this free sample to review for you guys. If you want to see the latest from McFarlaneToys, be sure to check the link in the description below. And this looks pretty sweet already. I'm seeing some nice shiny green on the side. It says Lex Luthor Power Suit DC New 52. On the back, you can see a nice product shot looking really cool. I like that image. And then there's some other trading cards right here from other DC Multiverse figures. On the side, it says Lex Luthor Power Suit. Not much more on the top or at the bottom, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's Lex Luthor in his power suit out of the packaging. And I gotta say, this looks pretty sweet. And we get some decent accessories over here, so let's get a closer look at those, and then we'll take a closer look at the figure. So here's everything that comes with Lex Luthor, and I love that we're getting interchangeable hands over here. I just wish that we'd gotten an even set of fisted hands and an even set of open hands. He has these weapon holding hands, but he doesn't come with any weapons. And of course, you get your standard issue DC Multiverse card and your DC Multiverse base right over here with the peg. But looking at the card, I like the ACBA. It looks really good. Nice photography over here, and it says Lex Luthor Power Suit DC New 52. And then on the very back, there's a read-up over here. If you want to read the bio, go ahead and pause it right now. And just getting a quick closer look at these hands. Yeah, you can see that you get these item holding hands, and it's just kind of pointless because he doesn't come with anything to hold. But hey, I gotta say, I've complained about them not having interchangeable sets of hands, and I'm happy to see more interchangeable hands with the individual figures. So I really like this Lex Luthor head sculpt. I really love what they've done here with the paint apps. There's this subtle shading around the eyes that I think just really makes this look very realistic, and I like that. Very cool having it looking off to the left. Sometimes it's off-putting getting him into certain poses. There's a little bit more character there with him being able to look off to the left like that, and I think that's pretty neat. But I mean, wow, yeah, interchangeable heads would be really cool to have with this line too. That would be really cool. You could see a molding seam coming across the top right over there. And looking at the rest of this, I really love what they've done over here. There's this nice metallicized green plastic that you're seeing throughout, as well as with the purple, so I really dig that a lot. It's not overdone or anything, and I don't know, it just looks really cool to me. There's all kinds of intricate details sculpted over here. Just looks really badass. I could just go on forever looking at every single bolt and every single rivet in here. You can see some nice silver bolts painted right over there. And again, more metallic purple throughout. When you bend this back, you can see even more sculpted detail. So this thing is just littered with awesome detail throughout. I just can't say that enough about it. I just think it looks really cool. So loving this, man. Looks badass just through and through, so I'm very pleased with that. And you can see the boots right over here, and then we get peg holes at the bottom of the feet. And here's looking at the back of the legs, and you can see that sculpted detail in the joints themselves, and then you get your Luthor butt. Now, we mostly know what to expect from these DC Multiverse figures, but I do like the articulation on this guy. You can look up all the way, you can move his head downward, you get side-to-side motion, and good head pivoting right there. You get the butterfly joints, shifts up and down and forward and back. You get the shoulders that move outward above the 90-degree mark, and you can move them in that far. You get a bicep swivel, you get the double-jointed elbows, you can turn the wrist side to side, and hinge them left and right or up and down if you want. You get a diaphragm joint right here, diaphragm pivoting. I'm frustrated that it does not crunch forward at all whatsoever. It does move back a little bit, and then the waist joint can turn side to side, waist pivoting, and it will crunch forward a little bit at the waist and back at the waist. You get the hips all the way outward like that, and then you can kick all the way forward and back. You do get upper thigh cut right here. It doesn't shift all the way around like a full 360, but you can see it turn side to side, and it feels deliberate on both of these. So that's very cool. And then you can move these double jointed knees inward that much. You could rotate the ankles side to side. They do move down, up, and you get beautiful ankle pivot as well as toe articulation. Now to measure out this Lex Luthor figure, you can see that he is standing just a little over the 7-inch mark. Then for a size comparison, comparison, you could see Lex Luthor in his power suit next to the Action Comics 1000 Superman that came with the 2-pack from Devastator, and I still think this figure should be a little bit taller. And then here's Lex Luthor next to another Superman villain. We have the DC Multiverse Bizarro from McFarlaneToys. And then for Lex Luthor comparison, we have our new DC Multiverse Lex Luthor, and then we have our DC Icons Lex Luthor, and wow, I mean, just a blast from the past over here with the DC Icons. I mean, this is just so much better, isn't it? I don't know, what do you guys think? But yeah, so much more detail on this figure and better articulation. And then here's Lex Luthor next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man in no stop motion today, you guys. I have a lot of business stuff to take care of, but yeah, it will be coming back. Stay tuned. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, show some love to this channel by hitting that like button. And if you're new here, hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. And a big thanks to all these people that support this content via the Tron. If you're interested in supporting, check it out. Link below. This figure is cool. I really do like it quite a bit. I think it looks way more impressive than I was expecting, so I just didn't expect to see so much intricate detail in the armor. I really dig that a lot. That makes me happy to see. The paint apps, you know, you're mostly seeing the green and the purple, but it's just enough for me. And the bits of silver, I think they're very well strategically placed throughout the figure, so I think that's really cool. I really like the head sculpt, even though it's looking off to the side. It's like, that's kind of a neat new little thing to have there, something different anyway. Not the first figure to ever do that, but anyway, I like this piece, and at the price point around 20 to 25 bucks, I'm gonna give this Lex Luthor in his power suit a Sun rating of I love it. I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comments section below. If you want to see the latest in action figure news, you can find it all over at toynewseye.com, and if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, and TikTok, and you can find the daily updates over on the Kickstarter for the Street Humans. Alright, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face is